Alrighty, welcome to another Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft. Here we are going to explore all the caverns, lost and not. And we've got a Deep Fathom Echo. 2 blue-green for a 4/4 Merfolk Spirit at rare. At the beginning of combat, it explores, and then you may have it become a copy of another creature. Ooh, this is a good card. I'm definitely happy to cast this card. It's a blue-green card. Abyssal Gorestalker, 6 mana, 6/6, each player sacks 2 creatures. Bitter Triumph is probably the best card in the pack. 2 mana instant, destroy a creature or planeswalker. And you have to pay either 3 life or discard a card to cast this, but it's rare that one of those two options won't be doable. It's kind of hard for them both to be terrible for you. Grasping a Shadow is also really good, and so is Enterprising Scallywag and Deadaway. A lot of good black cards in this pack. Yeah, surely we won't let a blue-green rare trick us again, but we'll take the Deep Fathom Echo and see where we're going. Oh, well, regardless of which card we took, I'd probably take the second pick card that is not really going to go with any of the first picks, because Caverrakti Sunborn is 2 red-white for a 4/4 and red attacks. You can tap 2 untapped artifact or creatures to discover 3. This card is also absurd, so I would probably take this, and then I mean, look, there's no good blue or green card. These commons aren't comparable. And there wasn't even a good black card. If I'd taken the removal spell, I would have also taken the Sunborn. So, all right, we've got a Caverrakti Sunborn, a Deep Fathom Echo, and we're going to see them race. We'll see which one. If the next pack has an Abrade, we're going that direction. If the next pack has like one of the, like a 1/1 flyer that makes a map, we'll go that direction. So the next pack has Hermetic Nautilus, which is a totally fine card. My plan is not to play both these cards. It's to decide which one develops better. It also has a 3 mana 3/2 flyer that makes a 1/1 and a Sunfire Torch and a Deadweight. Deadweight's also really good, but I mean, the Torch is pretty strong. There's also Iron Paw Aspirant, but this card is, I think, worse than the Torch in general. I'm going to go with the Torch here. I think this red-white card is quite a bit better than this blue card. They're both good. Exploring every turn is good, and this can copy other things you control, which is fine. This card is a 4 mana 4/4. When it gets to attack, it basically draws you a card and some mana, and if they don't kill it, then it does it again the next turn. So for right now, I'm putting Deep Fathom Echo in the sideboard, but we'll see. We'll see where it goes. I do think that Caverrakti Sunborn is a very strong card. Oh, so is Spring-Loaded Sawblades. 2 mana, flash, deals 5 to attack creature, and then you can flip it for crafting with an artifact into a 5/5 that crews for 1 and crews with 2 artifacts. So I like that. I think I like it better than Rumbling Rockslide. Spring-Loaded Sawblades just looks like a really good card to me. The one downside to Spring-Loaded Sawblades is it is a more defensive card. I think that it's strong enough. Basically, a removal spell that turns into a 5/5 is pretty good. But also, look at how cool this card is. It's these Sawblades that go zzz and chop something up, and then they turn into this wild chariot. All right, let's hope this is hiding something good. Okay. So there's a 4 mana 3/3, and whenever you discover again for the same value. That's kind of cool with this, but it's a little bit win more. I don't really think this needs help. There's also a green-white land, which I think is a really strong one. And there's just like kind of boring 3 mana 3/3. This land looks really good and limited. It gives all your other creatures +1/+1, and the time when you attack with creature lands is generally when you late game when you have a bunch of stuff out. So I think I'm just going to take this. I think Curator of Sun's Creation looks a little bit win more for my tastes. I don't know. All right, what do we got? There's Sunshot Militia, a card which I have been more impressed with recently. There's the Ixalan Landmark is interesting because you play this, you scry 2. That's not very good, but it crafts with an artifact into a 1/4 flyer that gives other things flying. I mean, if you have a lot of artifacts in your graveyard, it's pretty nice. I already have one craft card. I think Cosmium Blast is just okay. The Hammer, I don't think is great. Do I want the Landmark or the Sunshot Militia? They both seem decent. I think I'll take the Landmark. The reason I'm taking the Landmark first, and I think I might just take another one, is I think it's better to take the cheap artifacts before the payoffs for the cheap artifacts. I'd rather end up with too many enablers and not enough payoffs than the reverse, because that just doesn't work. Okay, and then now, I guess this thing, you play this and you get an artifact back. Yeah, that one's just okay. None of these cards are really that intriguing to me. Let's just take the Archaeologists. And I'll take a Child of the Militia because it's just the only red card. Don't think I like Zawaya's Justice. You shuffle a creature back, but they could explore equal to its mana value. Let's just take the Hammer. I think the Hammer could be solid. Because look, now I have 4 1-mana artifacts and a 2-mana artifact. Now I'm ready for the Militia, even though I'm not too worried if I don't get one right away. So the Altasaur, the 5-mana 4/5 reach that taps the deal 2 is fine. Just like Ultek Archaeologist is fine. 5-mana cards are just generally not a high priority. You only have room for a couple of them, despite some of my decks to the contrary. And which ones you have, it doesn't matter a ton. Oh, the Aspirant Wield, that's solid. All right. Nice little 2-drop. Like, I don't really want to play Family Reunion that much. I don't think it's very good. But I think Spyglass is kind of bad too. Maybe Spyglass is okay. Oh, Buried Treasure could be good. I don't know. Oh, there's a Continuum Blast. Or Cosmium Blast. I don't know. But basically, all the 5-mana cards are fine. Obviously, some are better than others. But like generally, if you have a 5-mana card, you play it, it does its thing, you're like fairly happy. It's less about that and more, can I get some good 2-drops and 3-drops, Echoing Deeps. Oh, this is the Vesuva Cave. Sure. Nice. No playables. Cool. There's a Land Cycler, which doesn't look that good. There's this thing, which actually looks pretty good for this deck. It's really not what I want to first pick, but all the good cards are black here. And 3 mana for a 2/3 with this many artifacts already. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. So 1 mana, get a 3 mana or less creature back to the graveyard tapped. I guess I have a Brazen Blade Master that'd be good with, but that's about it. The 1 mana 1/1 flying lifelink that scries every time you descend is pretty good. I don't mind that. And there's also Glorifier of Suffering actually seems pretty good, but I feel like this card's not going to be as contested. So I think I'm just going to take the Bat. I think I'll start by doing that. That card seemed kind of nice to me. I guess I'll take a Rumbling Rockslide now just because you got to kill your opponent's creature somehow. Seems like a fine way to do it. Bat Colony, no. Petrify is not bad. Is this a common or an uncommon? I actually don't know. I assume it's a common. Is there just literally no way to tell? Yeah, I guess these symbols look slightly different. Yeah, I'm probably going to take it. I think just, again, having a couple removal spells is decent. Spyglass is okay. I do at some point want to get a little bit of green mana to activate this thing. Oh, speaking of which, so this makes it a 3/4 that untaps and gives +2/+2 to another attacking creature. There's also a 2 mana 3/1 you can sack an artifact. Oh man, this card's also nuts. I don't have other dinosaurs, but do I want just the 2 mana 3/1 or one of my like red-green splash cards? The Flame Tongue Dino is really good. I think I'm just going to take the 2 mana 3/1 though. I don't know. I just picked up 2 removal spells too. Then Dynamaton. Dino Tomato. Sure. We'll do Dino Tomato. I'm really curious how the set symbol got through. Oh, this is perfect. This is the reward for doing the thing I'm doing. 2 mana 4/4, you can tap artifacts, creatures, and lands to play it. And I have all these just little like 1-drop just pieces of garbage lying around. That's what you want. All right, I like that. I guess I could take a green Land Cycler, but it's double green, so it's not even really that good. I don't think the Jade Seedstones is very good either. Glowcap Lantern's kind of cool. I don't think I'm probably going to do it. It's just like, I don't know. A lot of people had to see the set symbol before it went to print, and like I don't really see how no one objected to like, hey, the common or uncommon is basically indistinguishable. Maybe they fix it on Arena, because the thing is, in Paper you can look at the C or the U or the R like on the bottom left of the card. They don't have that on Arena, so it makes it a lot harder. And yeah, I mean, I like where we're at. I'm not sure if I would like the Oltec Archaeologists yet. I think I'll probably just sideboard those. Cosmium Blast not looking like that great for me. Okay, I guess I'll take Sorin Sandwing now because there's nothing better. Late good black and green cards, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know how many of these one-drop artifacts I'm going to play, but I feel like I play a decent amount of them. Also, Ruin Lurker Bat, you just put a Deconstruction Hammer on it. Lifelink on a flyer is really, really good. So this card trounced me in one of my first drafts. Oh, Cartographer's Companion came back. That's nice. Just 3/1 that makes 2 artifacts. Solid. Oh, 3 mana 3/3 also. Yeah, all right. I can make things. I would like to default to having artifacts in my deck because I have cards like Brazen Blade Master and like Vanguard of the Rose. Yes, it can sack creatures, but I would rather sack crappy artifacts instead. And I have like Guardian of the Great Door that really wants a lot of stuff. So like Envoy is just okay. Same with Child of Volcano, whereas this, at least Dine Automaton is an artifact here. The Envoy makes artifacts. Yeah, I know what the card does, but doesn't change kind of where I'm coming from. I don't think I want the Bat Colony. I'm probably not going to run these Buried Treasures. That card seems kind of weak. Part of the problem I have with Buried Treasure, so it's 2 mana to make a treasure. That's obviously weak. But you can also exile from your graveyard to discover 5. The problem I have is the decks that want the 2 mana treasure part are not decks that tend to have good discover hits. They just have too many Oduclan landmarks and deconstruction hammers and whatnot. Oh wow, this card wheeled? That's really bizarre, but I'll take it. Now I have 2 creature lands, green-white and red-white, and now I'll just play both of them and then play like a forest or 2 and just have extra creatures in my deck. I'm not even splashing spells. Yeah, I guess Promising Vein is a way I could do that, though I really think that card's bad. So I know it triggers Descent, but spending 2 mana to go get a land is pretty poor. The best way to use Buried Treasure is indeed Self-Mill, which is why I guess it's Buried Treasure. Oh, what does this green rare do? 5 green, green, green. 12/12 tramp. When it comes into battlefield, put any number of creatures. Yeah, that's cool. I'm probably going to first pick another Vanguard of the Rose here. I'm not really thrilled about that, but it's that or another Brazen Blade Master. I think I'll just take the 2 mana 3/1 and look for a little more dorks. Oh wow, this card I think is pretty nuts. Gives an attacking creature +2/+2 and trample, and when it hits them, destroy an artifact they control. That said, I don't know that I can take it over a Braid. Is it better than a Braid? It's kind of crazy to compare those two. I think a Braid's probably better. But I do like this. In red-green, you might even want that over a Braid, but I don't know. The problem is, in the best case, Dreadmire is better, but a Braid is good in so many of the medium cases. So I think that I would rather just take a Braid. Ooh, Warden of the Inner Sky. 1 mana, 1/2. Tap 3 artifacts or creatures to put a +1/+1 counter and scry 1. And as long as it has 3 counters, it has Flying and Vigilance. Yes, I'm taking this. This is, again, another reward for just playing a bunch of like little trinkety things, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe I'll wheel Adaptive Gem Guard if I'm lucky. But yeah, we're taking Warden for sure. That was a nice pickup. And then there's this pack, which is not. I guess I can take another Deconstruction Hammer or Oduclan Landmark. It feels like one of those two has to wheel. So I think I might just take a Hidden Volcano. That's be a 3rd tap land. Kind of don't like that. Yeah, I guess I would just take another Landmark, even though I kind of don't want to. I don't know. I don't really want another Cave, and I have all these 1-drops. I have so many 1-drops. Oh, another Sunborn and a Clay-Fired Bricks. That's rough. I'm going to take the Sunborn, but it's brutal to have taken a terrible card and then have a pack with 2 really good ones for me. I mean, this card is great. 2 mana, go get a Plains, gain a life, and then later you just flip it to a Glorious Anthem +2/2/2s. But we'll just take we'll take the Sunborn, and we'll just have to hope to play that card on turn 4 every game. I don't think I'm playing either of the red-white cards in this pack. Yeah, we're doing a lot of bricking, unfortunately. All right, well, we'll take another double artifact here. All right, Adaptive Gem Guard coming back is nice, or not coming back, just being here late. There's also, when it becomes tapped, Scry, which I don't mind, but this feels like a good Gem Guard deck. Not a good Helping Hand deck. My best cards cost 4. I think the Gem Guard looks really good here. I don't know. All right, I'll play another Deconstruction Hammer. Basically what this deck is going to do... Oh, Dreadmaw's Ire Wield. I don't need a third hammer. Dreadmaw's Ire. People are sleeping on that card. Because it's a combat trick, people are sleeping on it, I think. Basically what this deck is going to be, I think I'll take out the Sandwing, is as many 1-mana idiots, and I think I'm actually not playing the creature lands, unfortunately. And just use those to power up a bunch of different tap things. I need to cut a couple more cards. Child of the Volcano can probably go. Do I want Family Reunion? No. I definitely don't want a Tali's Favor, though. Hey, what up? Curd Bros and Dev Snazzy. Welcome, welcome. Guardian of the Great Door is another good payoff. All right. How many Deconstruction Hammers is too many? I guess we'll find out. Ooh, Attentive Sunscribe. That's a nice pickup. Okay, I got a couple cards to cut, but I kind of like how this looks. The Landcyclers in this set are comparable to March of the Machines, which is to say very bad. So I think I want to run 16 land. I just want to run like 8/8. Actually, I probably want to run 7 and 9 because I have all the Scry, the landmarks Scry too. They're like basically preordained. So here's the thing about building a deck like this. You know, as you're looking at cards like Cosmian Blast, which is my sideboard, another one I didn't take. It's not that those cards are bad. It's that these decks, I'm trying to make Sunborn and Adaptive Gem Guard and Guardian of the Great Door and Warden of the Inner Sky. I'm trying to make all those cards work, and all those cards take a lot of artifacts. Decks like this, and creatures, you basically want to cut almost everything that isn't an enabler. You have very few slots for cards that aren't a permanent. So Abrade is fine because this card's so good that I'll play it. But Cosmium Blast, yeah, that's just not good enough, I don't think. Okay. I do need to cut some cards. I don't think I need all the Destruction Hammers. I think I can cut one of those for sure. I think Petrify and Abrade make the cut because of the removal. Same with Rock Slide. I think I can probably cut Dynatomaton and maybe Envoy. I just don't feel like I'm going to need mana sinks that much. And I think the Sunscribe looks good. The Vanguards look nice. Just sack these things. Like, it's not like you're getting card advantage. You're still trading 1-for-1, but then the landmark flips into a 1-4 later. So I kind of feel like the last cut is the Envoy. And then we just have a really low curve here. I could even go 10 plains, 6 mountains. Honestly, I don't have any double red cards. And I have a double white card. And these Scry too. This deck's pretty extreme, but I think it's pretty sweet. I mean, imagine if I open on turn on Landmark Scry, turn 2 Warden plus Deconstruction Hammer, make this a 2/3 immediately. Isn't that like fantastic? I think the caves are decent, but they're not good in a deck like this. This deck would not want to play a cave. And I think Iron Paw Aspirant's fine. Yeah, I kind of like this. Let's see how this works out. I'm excited to try this. I mean, I really like formats where you can play a bunch of kind of 1-mana do-nothings to enable other things. Like, I like trinkety stuff. I don't want that to be the only thing going on, but that is one of the things that I think is pretty sweet. So, like, basically my hope for this format, and I don't know yet because I haven't played enough of it, is like, is the dinosaur deck good? Yes. Is the 1-mana artifact deck good, whether it's white or red or whatever? Is the Black Sack artifact good? Hopefully the answer is yes to most of these. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. This is the kind of hand that goes wrong. Maybe I should have played 15 lands, honestly. Okay. Because if I draw more lands, this hand, you're just drawing, Deconstruction Hammers in the middle of the game, and I don't have my good payoffs. But I don't think I'm supposed to manage this hand. Let's just go Attentive Sunscribe. into Brazen Blade Master and hope by the time the Blade Master wants to attack, I've drawn another artifacts. Okay, so they've got an Oaken Sirens, Flying Vigilance. They can tap for mana to use artifacts. Ooh, yeah, look, they got a little artifact theme going too. They milled an iceberg so they can craft with it. And then they have a puzzle door, pirate hat. Yeah, they're really doing it. Cool. Let's go Brazen Blade Master. Let's send and scry. Garden of the Great Door. Yeah, actually we'll keep that because then next turn I'll just play that as a 4/4 flyer. Another pirate. Okay, they're going a little deep on Duna. Okay. Sure. Let's just say this Oaken pirate. This Siren has a lot of responsibilities in their deck. You could say it wears many hats. All right, let's just play this. Let's see how smooth this is on Arena. Oh, I have to do it one by one. All right, fair enough. All right, well, let's do this. Oh, yeah, get that land out of here. And then just can't wait to draw some Deconstruction Hammers. Actually, doing Deconstruction Hammer would be okay. I could still just kill their Oaken Siren. I mean, the problem is that when they equip all the hats, they are going to get to loot a bunch, but I am going to just braid the Oaken Siren probably. Or maybe Rumbling Rock Slide it. There we go. This is not what I expected to see on day one of the format, but... Wait, we're surveilling now? Or looting now? Alright. But you get to loot now. You want to see what you got first. Okay, okay. That's just so many hats. Like, how can a Siren wear so many hats, honestly? It's just got like a stack of hats. Ooh, they discarded the Staunch Crewmate. That card seems good. Okay. I'm actually going to save a braid for the Inverted Iceberg and just Rumbling Rock Slide here, unless I draw... If I draw a cheap creature to play... Oh, I drew that. I mean, that is really good, but it's still not as good as killing this thing. Because I get to attack for 8 and scry 1. I don't think they can have a trick here very easily, because they only have 1 actual mana. Alright, and we get to put a land on the bottom. Perfection. Alright, now if they have a land, they can flip the Iceberg and attack. Oh, the Blade Master is going to wear some hats. Well, I can't do that. This isn't a pirate. Oh, it is a pirate. Never mind. Nice. So they can equip it for 1. Our opponent is awesome. This is really good. No, I gotta just do this. I'm sorry, opponent. I gotta do this. Do this. Attack. Do I want an Oticlon landmark? I mean, probably. Yeah. I don't have an artifact to. I don't have a thing to scry or to transform it with. So no. All right. Now, I mean, they have to have like a sweeper now. The 5th equipment. It's not what I would have guessed, but all right. Well, rats off to you. Tip of the hat, as it were. All right, nice little 1-0 here. The scry was good that game. I actually wonder, maybe, hold on, but no jokes. Actually, should I be playing 15 land? I just need 1 plains to find, with 3 landmarks to find my 2nd and 3rd land, and I have 4 cards in my deck that cost 4 mana. It doesn't feel crazy to consider that. And it would get me, what, another Deconstruction Hammer? That might be excessive, I suppose. Ancestor's Aid? How many creatures am I playing? 13? No, maybe I just play the Envoy. Yeah. All right. 15 land with 3 Preordains? Like, come on. All right, little guild pact here. I'm on the play. See, this is what I'm talking about. And here, I'm actually going to play the landmark on turn 1 Because we are setting up for the nut draw. The nut draw. All we use the plains. Oh, plains and... Yeah, we'll take the Brazy Bee, I think. I mean, this is the draw I was talking about, right? It's turn 2, and I have a million permanents in play. I mean, this looks pretty great. Next turn, I get to play the Brazen Blade Master and then attack for 3 with this thing if they don't kill it. Yeah, preordain into Brazy Bee. It's just like Legacy. It's effectively Legacy. I mean, this is basically a Delver. Compass Gnome? I allow it. And let's see. They're gonna go get a cave. If they get a tapped cave, I will be very happy. All right, and now we can use this to look for our 4th land, because I wouldn't mind seeing the adaptive gem card, I suppose. Cartographer's Companion. Oh, actually, we'll take that still, because that is 2 artifacts. So then I can get going. Oh, I don't know if I like them jumping or not. Like, it kind of implies a sweeper, but no, that's just not it. All right, play this. Make a map token. Tap, tap, tap. Oh yeah, Guardian of the Great Door. This is exactly what this deck was trying to do. This is literally it, right? I'm on 3 lands, and I'm just like, I guess I technically have 2 4-drops in hand, but all my cards are just working in like the Ixalan Landmark and the Ruin Lurker Bat and the Companion are just synergizing it up, and that's kind of what you're trying to do with this style of deck. Look, I don't mind fast formats if you can do cool things, and if this is the kind of cool thing you can do, I don't mind it. This is pretty neat. Yeah, it is hard for them to win without all the hats, though. This is a 1-mana 5/5. Okay, that thing has reach, so I can't attack with anything else. So if I do this, hold on. What if I play Guardian and I tap? I have to do this actually first. Tap, 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 tap. And then I can do this, tap, tap, tap. See, look at that. Isn't that cool? I don't want that. Vanguard of the Rose is worse than the land. Look at that. I just maximized my entire board of permanents right now. And then now they're facing down a 5/6 flyer, a 4/4 flyer, also a 1/1 flyer, and then like a couple idiots, including a 3-mana 4/4. They're gonna kill my Warden of the Inner Sky. Dead weight. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. All right. Now, this has been a nice start. We've finally got the really sick draw, the only 2 games in, and game 1 we were nearly able to defeat 4 pirate hats, just like a whole stack of hats, just hats upon hats, which was cool too. Wow, this like interstitial little story thing is like really long for how long that you're supposed to be on the screen. I don't know about all that. Kind of like it when it's like, you should play 17 lands in draft. All right, on the play, Warden of the Inner Sky, check, check. Ooh, and I played this over a Plains. Good call. Here I don't have the ridiculous curve out, but this is still a pretty nice start. Ooh, Guardian of the Great Door. See, look at my hand, and wouldn't my hand have been so much better if I had an Ixalan Landmark or some other, like, just trinkety thing? Like, I have a bunch of stuff that could use it. Oh, they're figuring out what to abrade? Oh, no, they're playing that as a 2/3. Huh. I'm shocked. Okay. Oh, there's the Ixalan Landmark. So now is not the turn to play it. I think I just play this. And I think I'm actually going to do this. Oh. Can I keep the Sunborn on top? It's pretty good. Yeah, I actually will. It's obviously like a little bit dubious, but there aren't very many cards better than this in our deck. So I kind of feel like doing that. Oh, Discover 3? Hit Plundering Pirate? That's a sick Discover, okay. Next turn I can go Landmark Angel, which I couldn't do last turn because this thing wouldn't have been in play, so I wouldn't have had 6 permanents to do that. Okay, they get to hit 3. I draw that. Let's play the Landmark and scry 2. Well, I guess I was getting one either way. I guess that didn't change anything. I actually will scry both to the bottom. And play this. Tap those. Alright. And then Mountain gets me a Caverocti Sunborn. And I'm a little scared of what... I guess we've actually kind of answered that. Itali's Favor is why you'd play a turn 2. It's Quinth. Because otherwise you really wouldn't want to play this. If you had no other 2-drop and Itali's Favor in hand, that kind of already answers the question for me. Especially if maybe you don't have a 4th land already or anything. Though hitting the Plundering Pirate was maybe one of the best things you could hit. That is pretty good. But hopefully they don't have a great play this turn, though they're thinking for a long time, which I don't like. I actually kind of feel like I'm priced into blocking here. Okay, it didn't matter which one I blocked, I guess. Hopefully there's not much of a follow-up. Alright. Alright, there's a land. Let's go Sunborn. And unfortunately, I'm not in a position to tap down 3 things. Not really. This will give a creature +2/+0. Yeah, I guess I'll just attack for 2. And pass. And hope that I can get away with not having to take too much damage this turn. If this thing gets animated, that's not that bad for me, because if that gets animated, I can block it with the 4/4. And I don't mind trading off my 3/1 and 3/3 very much. And the trick got used on a turn where they had access to 4 mana. That's totally fine. Hopefully they just have a bunch of lands in hand. That could be nice. We'll see. There's a lot of things they could have here that would be scary. I feel like this Sunborn is not long for this world. They keep mousing over it. Though maybe that means they don't have an answer to it. I actually wouldn't mind drawing a 1-drop next turn, so I could play 3-drop plus 1-drop and then tap those. Okay, Discover 3. Let's see. Hitting 3s every time you Discover 3 is good. Okay, so that's a 4/2. So that'll trade for the Sunborn, I guess. Sure. No, at least I didn't get attacked. Oh, I am getting attacked still. Okay. I'll just block there. And if they've got a trick, they use it. And if they don't have a trick, they don't use it. I mean, they could not use a trick here. It's not crazy to consider not using it. They had another one of those. All right. Take a lot of damage. Now I kind of need to draw 1-drop. All right, well, I did. And this. Wow, now I can't use this, though. Oh, it only taps 2. Never mind. Hold on. I thought I tapped 3. All right. Now I can use this. And tap this. And I think the Rune Lurker bat. That was not a good hit. Now I die. I guess I was pretty close to dying to the land anyway, but yeah, we're dead. All right. Well, they got some pretty good value. Not out of the enchantment so much, but even the 4 mana discovered into a 3, and then they had 2 tricks, which I will say that was a game where I didn't have a 1-drop on turn 1, and it slowed me down a lot. Because imagine if I had a 1-drop, I would have gotten to pump the Warden probably one more time, and I would have probably gotten to cast the 4/4 flyer turn earlier, or some combination of those things. So this deck really wants to start with 1s. Yeah, I guess I'll run this. So if I do this, I need a 3rd land to play the Companion, or a Mountain to play one of those things. But I kind of feel like Spring-Loaded Saw Blades gives me a good defensive play if I don't do that. Okay, River Herald Scout. Oh, man, I was really hoping it would hit a creature. Okay. I'm probably going to Saw Blades that thing just because, like, I need to Saw Blade. Nah, it's pretty bad. I think I'll just wait, actually. Unless they put, like, an aura on it or something. If you control a creature that would explore. Oh, I guess I'm probably going to Saw Blades this now. I don't know. They didn't hit a counter again. I guess I'll just take it. Hope they don't have too much. Okay, they have a 3/3. Oh, taking out the planes for that didn't work out in this particular case. I guess maybe that's what I get for keeping a hand without Preordain. And what are you going to do here? You're going to do another Explore here? Jade Seedstones. Wow, okay. Oh, this is actually going to work out pretty nicely. Because it deals 5 damage. Well, waiting worked out well there. They played around the Cosmium Blast, but it didn't work out. And then I drew the 3rd land. So let's just Envoy. I could play Cartographer's Companion, but that doesn't help me get to a mountain if my next card isn't a mountain. It will help. If I miss my land drop next turn, maybe I'm delaying it, but I think I'd rather just play the 3/3 that can block their 3/3 if they were to attack. No, I guess I can't block it because they played an artifact now and they made this a 4/4, so I guess I'm just taking 4. Well, I'm still at a reasonable life total. It's not like I've been attacked a bunch, and I got a nice advantage off the Saw Blades there. It kind of wasted their 4-drop. All right, let's go Companion. Make a map. Let this thing explore. Hopefully draw a mountain. Oh, do they have a bounce spell? Or a fight spell? Ooh. Alright. Hopefully draw a mountain anyway. And if I do, I mean, this is how much? This is 7 to craft. Rooted Iceberg. Okay. Mill. That's the Explore Disenchant, yeah. I'm getting whacked down to 8. And then they play River Herald Scout. And they get to scry 1 with the twists and turns. And then explore into another Huatli's Final Strike. Okay, I drew a mountain, but I think it's probably a bit late here. Like, I can play a Blade Master. Yeah, I'm pretty dead here. All right. All right. Let's make us 2 and 2. Let's see if we can do a little better here. What are we playing? Boros Garbage. That's rude. I mean, it is kind of Boros Scraps because it's trying to use all these little cogs and what. Boros Junkyard. That's a better name. I think Boros Garbage is a little unnecessary. We're on Blood Orange Tangerine Spindrift, fueling us up like a General Jarkeld. All right. I'm on the play. Oh, yeah, I like this hand. This hand also doesn't have a 1-drop, but I have a Braid into Brazen Blade Master into Sunborn, and I have a Spring-Loaded Saw Blades. Ooh, I actually like seeing that. So that's a +2/+1 equipment for 3 mana or discard a card. If they, like, play a creature and equip it, then I'll be pretty happy. They're not going to discard a card to equip it right now, are they? No. so there's no reason to do that. What am I going to play here? I guess I'll just play the Blade Master. See if they equip. And I might just block if they do. I guess I wouldn't mind that trade. They got the 3rd swamp? Interesting. Whatever could that mean? Okay, I sack a creature. Ooh, now they're going to discard. They're moving in. So I guess they're mono black. Really doesn't make sense to get a 3rd swamp unless you're mono black. Or, I don't even know there is a triple black card in this set. I guess maybe you could have like a double black card and another thing in hand. I don't know. Okay. This is pretty nice because we get to play Sunborn here, and if they don't kill it, Cartographer's Companion lets us do the thing right away. Oh, I'm definitely not blocking. I don't know what's going on over there, but the +2/+0 trick maybe. I don't know. No, they're still going to kill my thing. So they definitely had a trick because they could have just killed my thing first. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this. And I think I will explore here since I don't have anything better to do. Alright, I drew a land. Nice, I don't mind that. Dead weight. Wow, they're just getting me with that Compass Gnome. Oh, they're still not equipping. Okay. We got a 1/4. That's right. Let's go Cartographer's Companion. Do this. Adaptive Gem Guard. Yeah, I think I have to keep that because I'm in a position right now which I don't like this deck to be in, which is they've killed my first 3 creatures, and now I've got a lot of trinkets in my deck. The good thing is the Ixalan landmarks are still 1/4s at this point in the game, which I actually think is not bad. And I've got 2 removal spells for their stuff. Oh, they discarded a card to equip that. Nice. I'm worried about the +2/+0 trick. I think... If they have that, what do I do? I think... Oh, man. So if I block the gnome and they use it, that's fine. I think the trick could have been dead weight. I agree. I think I'm going to play it. It feels like they didn't. The arena passes indicate they didn't have anything. All right. That worked out fine. And then now they could equip the gnome with the Bloodthorn Flail if they wanted to. Oh, they played a 4/3. And they got to descend. Sure. I have 6 mana, so I guess I just play Adaptive Gem Guard. And then go boom, boom. Then pass. I think I want to pass because I want them to equip the flail. I guess I'll put a second main phase stop if they try to go there having descended to blow this up. I want to abrade the Blood Rage Mycoid or Brood Rage Mycoid here at some point. They can get some damage in here if they equip Bloodthorn Flail on the Compass Gnome. Sure. Because I'm not going to block. Oh man, Chupacabra Echo? Okay. It's pretty good. I can make it even do -5/-5. Alright, I take 5. I'm at 7 here. So this costs how much? 4 to craft? Oh, this actually works out okay. Because I have an artifact migrator, right? Yeah, alright, so let's go attack. Yeah, this Saw Blades is really good. Alright, let's go this. Take 5, kill the Compass Gnome. Warden of the Inner Sky. craft with the cartographer's companion, I guess. All right. It has crew 1. That's just not very much. Unfortunately, I kind of feel like this tithing blade is going to be the end of me. They're going to turn this into consuming sepulcher, and I want a bit of a clock. I guess they can equip the Chupacabra this turn, and I have to trade the chariot for it. Well, I'm playing 15 land. I gotta hope that I just draw no more lands this game. Drawing yeah, they're gonna do that. That's fine. Drawing the Otakon landmark would be pretty good. Yeah, Deconstruction Hammer would also be a pretty solid one. Definitely have to block. And hope they don't have something good here. Vanguard of the Rose, pretty medium. So I could do this and scry 1, but that just seems really not what I want to do. I think I'm just going to attack for 4 here. Offer the trade. The opponent definitely should have attacked with their 1/1, because if I block that and go to 2, it's just really bad for me. So it's just like a free point of damage. It's free real estate. I'm hoping they don't draw anything and they equip Flail and block. I'll feel pretty bad if they attack without equipping. I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take 1. This thing doesn't kill me that fast. Because remember, they can flip into this and it does nothing. And then on their next turn, it does 1. Yeah. I guess trading 1 for 1 was bad because I attacked with the Warden, but it kind of feels like, oh, menace, huh? Oh man, they're going to discard their land to the Flail. Yikes. All right, I want to draw the Rock Slide, I guess. Because now they're going to get a counter on that. I might just end up getting 2 for 1 on that. Attentive Sunscribe is interesting. Still can't afford to tap anything, and now I can't afford to attack. All right, go. I wish I could tap this end of turn. So now, I mean, I guess I just trade off like Vanguard and Sunscribe, probably, or maybe Vanguard and Warden. Maybe I'm just not in a position to ever use Warden of the Inner Sky at this point. They're doing that. Okay. And they're just attacking with that. I'm gonna sack the Warden, I think. I just don't think I'm in a position to be able to use that. And then that becomes a 4/4. If I draw the Rock Slide, I feel like I'm winning by a lot because they just take 8 immediately and die. Well, that thing didn't descend this turn. I can attack for 6, put them to 5. They equip. Attack for 5, I go to 1. And then they have to block. Or I pass, they make it a 5. I'm getting in there. It's not getting better for me if I wait. I feel like this gives me an opportunity to win the game as opposed to not. Obviously, I'm not loving this, but I thought this was going to be bigger because I thought they were going to discard a card to flail because that's what they've been doing every turn. The fact that they didn't do that does help. And if they block, attacking here was much better than not. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... Wow, I'm actually like shocked they blocked there. I guess they thought I was playing another creature this turn. All right. They've got to equip this, right? Like, the flail kind of locks you into just using the flail. Oh, they didn't equip? Yep. All right, go. Oh, man. Any card there would have been really good. All right, all right. It doesn't quite kill me. Oh, wow, that was actually pretty good. Put a counter on this. Now they go to 1 and have 2 lethal. They really... I don't know what's been in their hand over the last 3 turns, like what sequence of cards. It does feel like they really should have equipped their flail. Oh, they had Ray of Ruin and they didn't want to discard the land. Or something. Or they didn't want to discard it. They scryed to the top. Well, I guess they're not attacking. Yeah, now I'm dead. Missed lethal. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that was their play? Okay, that play is less good than I thought that they would have something better to do. That play doesn't necessarily end it because I go to 1 here. And they're paying to equip? Okay, I go to 1, so I guess they have a blocker for my 4/4. Yeah, alright. And they go to 2 now. I have some outs here. The hammer? Hammer time? Hammer would do it. It would make this a 2-power attacker. Or pacifism, or removal spell. Like, I have a lot of things. Yep, I can't even discover. Wow. That was a kind of unfortunate game. Well, 3-3. I felt like that game was going pretty... 2-3, wow. Felt like that game was going pretty well most of the time, and then for a while it wasn't. Then it was again, and it still really just needed any spell there for over the last bunch of turns. But I do like the deck. Let's take a look. I think this style of deck is good, and I've just been kind of getting whammied, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Ixalan Landmark would have been excellent at any point. Imagine if I had drawn that and like scryed 2 lands to the bottom and made it into a 1/4. It would have been really easy to imagine winning from that point. I was only playing 15 lands too, you know. So, and then the payoffs for this deck were Warden was a big payoff. Guarding the Great Door was a decent payoff. The Sunborns were an okay payoff, but like you don't actually need to go super deep. These are just 2 other creatures in play is easy. And then Brazen Blade Master is like kind of like a minor payoff, and then Adapted Gem Guard's like a medium payoff. But I think I had enough payoffs and enough enablers, just things didn't break my way, but it'll happen sometimes. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another draft, and we'll continue figuring out this format. I appreciate you bearing with me as we try to figure out what's busted and what's not. This deck looked pretty good, but it did pretty bad, so we'll have to get some more reps in and see where we land. I'll see you next time.